Welcome to our journey into the world of fintech. In this video, we'll explore how to communicate complex fintech concepts effectively. Whether you're a professional, a student, or just curious, understanding fintech is crucial in today's digital economy. We'll break down the basics, highlight key terms, and show you how to make these ideas accessible to any audience. Let's start by defining what fintech is and why clear communication matters in this fast-evolving field. Fintech, short for financial technology, refers to the integration of technology into offerings by financial services companies. It's about using innovative tools to improve and automate the delivery and use of financial services. From mobile banking apps to blockchain and digital payments, fintech is reshaping how we manage money. Understanding this definition is the first step toward explaining fintech concepts clearly to others. Effective communication is essential in fintech because the concepts can be complex and technical. Clear communication ensures that everyone, from clients to colleagues, understands the value and function of fintech solutions. Misunderstandings can lead to mistrust or missed opportunities. By focusing on clarity, you help bridge the gap between technology and finance, making innovation accessible to all. Before you start explaining fintech concepts, it's important to know who you're talking to. Are they tech-savvy professionals or are they new to the field? Tailoring your message to your audience's background and needs makes your explanation more effective. Use relatable examples and avoid jargon when speaking to beginners, but don't shy away from technical details with experts. Fintech is full of specialized terms that can be confusing. When communicating, break down jargon into simple language. For example, instead of saying API integration, you might say connecting different apps to work together. This approach helps your audience grasp the core idea without getting lost in technicalities. Visual aids like charts, diagrams, and infographics can make fintech concepts much easier to understand. A well-designed visual can illustrate how a blockchain works or how digital payments are processed. When you use visuals, you help your audience see the connections between ideas, making abstract concepts more concrete. Storytelling is a powerful tool for explaining fintech. By sharing real-life examples or hypothetical scenarios, you can make complex ideas relatable. For instance, describing how someone uses a mobile wallet to pay for coffee helps illustrate digital payments in action. Stories engage your audience and make your message memorable. Analogies and metaphors can bridge the gap between unfamiliar fintech concepts and everyday experiences. For example, you might compare blockchain to a digital ledger or describe an API as a waiter taking orders in a restaurant. These comparisons make abstract ideas easier to grasp and remember. Effective communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Pay attention to your audience's questions and feedback. This helps you identify areas of confusion and adjust your explanations accordingly. Active listening shows respect and ensures your message is truly understood. Creating feedback loops is essential for ensuring your fintech message is clear. Encourage your audience to ask questions or summarize what they've learned. This two-way communication helps reinforce understanding and allows you to clarify any misconceptions immediately. A well-structured message is easier to follow. Start with the big picture, then dive into details. For example, begin by explaining what digital banking is before discussing how mobile apps work. This logical flow helps your audience build a mental framework for understanding more complex topics. When explaining fintech, prioritize clarity over showing off technical knowledge. It's better to be understood than to impress with jargon. Use straightforward language and check in with your audience to ensure they're following along. Clear communication builds trust and confidence. People want to know how fintech solutions benefit them. When communicating, focus on the advantages like convenience, security, or cost savings. For example, explain how mobile payments make transactions faster and safer. Highlighting benefits makes your message more persuasive and relevant. Fintech can raise concerns about privacy, security, or complexity. Address these openly when communicating. For instance, explain how encryption protects user data or how apps are designed to be user-friendly. Tackling concerns head-on builds credibility and reassures your audience. Concrete examples make fintech concepts more relatable. Share stories of how people use digital wallets, invest through robo-advisors, or transfer money internationally with ease. Real-world examples help your audience see the practical impact of fintech in everyday life. Whenever possible, use interactive demonstrations to show fintech in action. Walk through a mobile payment, set up a digital account, or simulate a blockchain transaction. Hands-on experiences make abstract concepts tangible and boost understanding. Be flexible and ready to adapt your communication based on feedback. If your audience seems confused, try a different explanation or use another example. Adaptability ensures your message gets across no matter the audience. Fintech is global, so cultural sensitivity matters. Be aware of different financial habits, regulations, and expectations. Tailor your communication to respect cultural differences and make your message inclusive for diverse audiences. Digital tools like webinars, online courses, and interactive platforms can enhance your fintech communication. Use these resources to reach wider audiences and provide engaging, accessible content. Technology isn't just the subject, it's also the medium for effective communication. Consistent messaging helps reinforce fintech concepts. Use the same terms and explanations across different communications. This repetition builds familiarity and confidence, making it easier for your audience to remember and apply what they've learned. Invite your audience to ask questions throughout your explanation. This not only clarifies doubts but also shows that you value their input. An open environment encourages engagement and deeper understanding of fintech topics. At the end of each explanation, summarize the main points. This helps reinforce learning and ensures your audience walks away with a clear understanding. Summaries are especially useful when covering complex fintech topics. People learn in different ways, so use multiple formats: videos, articles, podcasts, and live demos to communicate fintech concepts. This approach caters to various learning styles and increases the chances that your message will stick. Trust is crucial in fintech communication. Be transparent about risks, limitations, and uncertainties. Honesty builds credibility and encourages your audience to engage with fintech solutions confidently. Effective communication is an ongoing process. Seek feedback, review your approach, and look for ways to improve. As fintech evolves, so should your communication strategies. Stay curious and keep learning to stay ahead. Work with others, designers, developers, and subject matter experts to create clear fintech messages. Collaboration brings diverse perspectives and ensures your communication is accurate and engaging. Fintech is constantly changing. Stay flexible and be ready to update your communication as new technologies and trends emerge. Keeping your audience informed about the latest developments builds trust and keeps them engaged. Use surveys, quizzes, or informal feedback to measure how well your fintech communication is working. Analyzing results helps you identify what's effective and where you can improve. Continuous measurement leads to better outcomes. When your audience understands a fintech concept, celebrate that success. Recognition motivates continued learning and reinforces positive communication habits. Small wins add up to big progress over time. In summary, effective communication is the key to making fintech concepts accessible and impactful. By knowing your audience, simplifying jargon, using visuals, and encouraging interaction, you can bridge the gap between technology and finance. Keep practicing these techniques, stay curious, and continue refining your communication skills as fintech evolves.